Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as Russia. We have won the war in the south. Iran is ours. The war against Poland and the Baltic states is proceeding slowly. But let's continue. Let's see what happens. Wait, why is my sound off? Oh, that's right, I turned it down last night. I was playing a multiplayer game, and didn't feel like having the sound on, instead I just listened to music. Alright. And you know what, just for you guys, I'm going to turn on the game music. Yep, it's there. Just to give you a little bit of background noise when I'm not talking. Excuse me. If I can manage to turn this flank, my manpower is low. But I'll fix that soon. Yes. Good, the U.S. can stand against fascism. God, it's 43. This war is going really oddly. France is still holding. It's 1943 and France is still holding. As is Belgium. I have moved the industry to the Urals because whatever. I really don't need to worry about anything else. Let's go from volunteer to limited conscription. Oh god, the manpower. I have no divisions in training, which is fine, because I am still very far behind on the weapons that I need. I still need thousands and thousands of equipment. So not producing troops is actually okay. We're still trying to maximize production to get more troops out and to get more guns out. Poland is actually starting to fall back. Turning the flank in the north helped. Seriously guys, they've got one division here. You know, I'm really fighting this war the way the Russians did. I'm not fighting with a superior quality of... My units are not better qualitatively. I just have so many more, and I have so much more manpower. And I am so very willing to sacrifice it. Nice, they pushed through. You know, I would have sworn the last time we played this, the Warsaw had fallen. Well, who knows? At this point, it looks like the Poles have pushed the Russians, or pushed the Germans back more. But given the line between the Allies and the Poles, Yugoslavia has capitulated. That's bad for the Allies. It could, however, draw more Axis troops to the south, which would reduce their effect on Poland. But France is still holding. Honestly, I think the attack... The Spanish had all of this at one time, as you can see from this. I really think the attack by Spain is what broke the French lines. The Germans just... They weren't able to do it. Sure, they've got part of the Maginot Line. Because that's the Maginot... Sure, they've got the Maginot Line, because that's where it is. But... And they're finally starting to turn it there. Okay, I need to stop the crazy frontal attacks. I'm losing divisions. Let's let our people recover so that we can launch better attacks instead of just more attacks. Because I'm losing... I am honestly losing divisions. I've lost 3 divisions from this army. He is still intact. He's intact. I've lost a division there and a division here. I think. Yeah, because that's my mountain. So instead of launching suicide attacks, my people are going to rebuild and launch more considered assaults. Let's see if I have the air power to put out more bombers. I do. And let's make sure he's properly set up. And I can put another one up here to help in the Baltic states. Denmark has capitulated. Better ground support. Where are we aircraft-wise? It is March of 44. Let's get our yak out. Are we still producing our level 1? No, we're producing level 2s. Good. We're almost... No, we're nowhere near caught up on light tanks. Okay. And we're currently producing a ton of infrastructure to try and get our country better off. We will put in some more factories. Two more factories will go there. Good, the more considered assaults are working in the north. And the south. Excellent. It's always good to see your people advancing. Jeez, we're low manpower again? Then again, the sheer ridiculously large number of attacks I'm launching. I shouldn't be terribly surprised by this. You are still throwing divisions against the Germans, and I don't need that. Yeah, I've lost 4 infantry divisions there. Or no, I might not have. I don't think that was ever a 30. I think I'd pulled off the other divisions that went north. Those two. If I can get my people properly equipped, this will not be so difficult. But the simple fact of the matter is, I don't have the production. I never had the production to match the number of people I've got. And our daily balance is negative 400 on rifles. Let's drop our motorized and increase our rifles. I'm still trying to get my construction speed up so that I can get these taken care of faster. There we go. Our manpower problem is resolved. Estonia is collapsing. This is Latvia. Latvia is starting to fall. Lithuania is falling. Poland is pushed back considerably. I'm keeping a pace with the Germans in the approach to Warsaw. I have to keep deleting these new front lines to get built around the Germans. Let's make sure all of our divisions are on the lines, because that might be part of the problem. Yep, that was part of the problem. All of those divisions were just sitting there waiting. If we could just win this, this would be over. It's like Lithuania is growing as Poland shrinks. Good. They're spreading out and starting to attack. Let's not do that. Again, with making sure that they're fighting where we want them. It's July of 44 and Poland is still holding. France is pushing back. Wow. Now, if the Americans get into the war against Germany, this is going to be devastating for the Germans because they just don't have the strength. Italy's winning in Africa, though. Latvia has capitulated. Which doesn't mean much, because their territory will be occupied by their allies. Except it does give me more factories to work with. I need more rifles. I would love more aircraft. I mean, I would absolutely love more aircraft. But at the present moment, I need rifles. Eight factories. Well, 4 and 4. Okay, not 8 factories. Whatever. It works. We've got our troops, our resources allocated. Good. Our rebuilt divisions are doing much better there. Okay. Estonia has capitulated. Wonderful news. It brings in 5 more factories. Let's get green and orange fighting again. Alright, let's take everything out of there. We've left orange behind. So yellow, your new front is here. Your objective is there. Get to it. Green, make sure all of your divisions are here. And your new, oops. Your new front line is here. Your objective is here. Okay, go to it. That way we're leaving only a few divisions behind to keep them pinned, and the majority of our troops will continue the offensive, which will end the war, and then those guys won't matter. We are almost to Warsaw. Lithuania has capitulated. It is now only Poland holding out, and they're holding all of that territory alive. Which isn't going to matter much longer. Because even they don't have much hope left. Especially if Warsaw falls, which, yeah, is getting close to happening. Keep our aircraft moving forward, which will help with this war. The United States has declared war on the Germans. Oh, Germany, you poor bastards. The U.S., if the U.S. gets the chance to flood troops into here, they can stabilize the lines and start pushing back. The only chance Germany has is if Poland collapses very quickly here. Again, why do I have 18 divisions here? I mean, seriously, 23 divisions on a non-threat? Get your troops back into place, for God's sakes. Blue, your front line is there. How close are we? Poland, 48%. And we need them down to 20. And instead of fighting Poland in Poland, I am trying to finish off the last of the Baltic states so I can concentrate more forces against Poland. But the Poles are losing ground steadily to the Germans, and then when the peace talks come, I will try and get as much of this territory as I can. I'm going to go for the Baltic states first, and then for Poland. Wow, what do I need? I need rubber. And the Netherlands is not providing it anymore. Because the Netherlands has 0? Interesting. British Raj, I will trade with you. It's an interesting thing to have happen. Not a happy day to have the Netherlands out of it, but I'm assuming... Why are they out? I mean, they're over here. Wow, the UK took Siam. And the Japanese are still fighting over here. And my willingness to just let them go. I really do not like that Red puts 20 divisions on a territory. A territory. Get into Warsaw. Let's end this war now. Fine. The Germans have Warsaw. I don't care. The goal is not to take territory. The goal is to end the war. Okay. Latvia, mine. Estonia, mine. Lithuania, mine. Which I can't apparently do all of. Alright, good enough. Okay. All of our armies. Good. All of everybody's heading to Moscow. Which is fine, that's where I want everybody anyways. Two more dockyards. We'll go there. I don't need a national focus right now. What I want to do is disband all of my air force for the moment. I will reorganize them later. But right now what I'm doing is reorganizing my entire army. However, now is the perfect time to stop. Germany is at war with the Allies. The US is in it. And you can see the Allies are actually pushing back, but the Germans, with no longer needing to worry about Europe so much. Since they no longer have to worry about Europe so much, at least this side of it. Let me rephrase it. Since they're no longer at war with Poland, that reduces one of their fronts. They're now down to 2 instead of 3. Well, 3 instead of 4? Because France has them cut off thanks to Switzerland. And I'd be willing to bet there are U.S. troops in here. But the fact that Yugoslavia is coming back, Romania was holding, and France is still resisting, means that the Germans are actually in pretty bad shape. So, until next time, good luck in your own wars and happy gaming.